Hi there. So here we have my great niece and nephew. Do you want to tell everybody your names?
My name is Zoe. My name is McLean.
And we gave you a Christmas train a few years ago, right?
Yes.
And what do you do with it?
We put barrels in it, and we put horses in it, and we put like all of these other things in it, and we put it around our Christmas tree, and we let it go around our Christmas tree.
And do you add stuff to it each year? Does your uncle give you more things each year?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I'll open this side, you open that. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. That's Santa Claus.
All right, now what we're going to do is show you guys how to set this up. This is LGB. There's a lot of misconceptions now about LGB because it went through bankruptcy, things like that several years ago. But it's now owned by Merklin and Dickey Toys. Everything is now produced and made in Europe. It is absolutely back to the original quality that they were world famous for several years ago. So this train is built to last for decades. And it's very easy to maintain, and it's something that you can pass down to your kids, and then when you guys have kids, you can pass it down to their kids. So it's made to last and many years of enjoyment. They do an excellent job of packing these. They come with a strap to keep it closed after you've received it out of the original shipping box. And the first thing we do is we just remove the plastic, protective plastic, and we pull out these in the cars. And this here is the locomotive. And this was their original one that they first made years and years ago when the company first started, was this type of engine. And if you feel that, you can feel how heavy that is. And it's not your typical cheap little toy Christmas train.
It's heavy.
And we'll take that other car out.
That one has
We have the
back.
power supply, the instruction manuals, which come in many different languages, and it's very important to read these all the way through, not just put it together. These are the track connectors. They help keep the track together while the train's running. This here is the transformer and for running the train. The power supply cables, the smoke fluid, and this here is your track for the 6-foot circle. The first thing that you'll want to do is assemble your track around your tree or table, wherever you'd like to set that up. These go together really easily. They have just the regular slip-on rail joiners. You may want to just take a damp cloth every once in a while and wipe off the rails if the train starts to slow down a little bit. That's just from the normal running of the train. It's best to keep it on a fairly level surface, whether it's carpeting or hardwood floor or linoleum, anything like that, that's fine. Just make sure that it's level. And all that happens is you just slide those together. Then you take your little rubber, these kind of a rubber plastic, and they pop in right here. You can see there's a little notch for them to go into. And they just adjust, they have different adjustments. And you put it in there so they're just nice and snug, turned over, and then that keeps the track from disconnecting while the train's running. If you want, you can also screw the track onto a piece of board to keep it from moving, because like I said, the train's a little bit heavy, and after it goes around quite a few times, it can go ahead and slowly work the the track apart. So that's why you want to make sure you have these little joiners or you have the track screwed down. And you just go ahead and complete your circle around the tree. Now, if you want to expand that, what we've done in our layout is we bought some additional track, and this is a 2-foot section. So we do our curve and then attach, whoop, watch out Sterling, we're going to hook this in. We'll go ahead and attach this one on as well. And now we have a much larger layout if you have a bigger tree or a bigger table. Does that look pretty easy, Sterling?
Mm-hmm.
The next step, after you have completed your circle and your layout, is to attach the power supply. And these are easy to attach. All that you do is you find a section of the track and you take this, put it straight down, and then flip it up so it's right side up on the track, and you just tighten the screw up like that. Does that look easy there, Sterling?
Yeah.
And you take the other one, put it on the other side. It doesn't necessarily really matter which way these go. All right, now your power supply is attached to the track. You take this, put the red wire, just push that down, slide that in. Take the blue one, put in the blue wire into that terminal. Then you take your power supply, plug it in here, plug this into the wall, and you're good to go. You turn it this way to go forward, you turn it that way to go backwards. If for some reason you want to reverse the direction of how the train operates, you can go ahead and swap these wires or swap these terminals, and then the train will go work in the opposite of the controller. After you do that, let's go ahead and grab an engine, locomotive here. There are 3 settings in here. There's off, on, and then the last one over here turns on the smoke generator inside the smokestack. We just set it on the track like that. And these have the hook and loop couplers. So it's very simple. You put the car on the track, push them together, and they're connected. Turn on and away you go. The last thing is the smoke fluid. All right, so all you do is unscrew the cap, and there's a little needle applicator, and you put it in the center hole, and all you want to do is just a couple of drops. If you put too much in, then it won't work because there's too much fluid in there, and if you don't put enough in, it'll just only run for a couple of moments. And make sure your switch is turned on. If you aren't using the smoke, go ahead and move it back to the center position so that you don't burn out your smoke unit. And just put it in, and it usually starts generating smoke around 2.5 to 3, so it doesn't generate smoke at the lower levels. And that's it. That's all you have to do.
Does this door open up?
Nope. So do you want to wave goodbye to everybody?